Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, and this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Off play action. Hartman. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Hartman looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. Off the play fake. Hartman. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hartman finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rich steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the gun on 3rd down. Rich. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
On 3rd down, Hartman, and he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ratliff, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Rich. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Rich. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He finds his man complete. That's Richards. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Hartman. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richards. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it to about the 40. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. From the gun on 3rd down, Hartman. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rich throwing quickly here, and he's got Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw. Rich. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Rich. And he's got his man on the out route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Ratliff. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Rich escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. Going right back to Ferguson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Rich. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the gun on 3rd down. Hartman. And some room to work. He's going to have the first down and then some. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown Bears. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throwing on 1st down. Rich looking middle, and that's complete. Working with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Rich. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Hartman. He finds his man, complete. That's Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Hartman throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Hartman. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake. Rich. Buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. To throw on second down. Hartman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Hartman. And he wisely will throw that one away. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
To throw on 3rd down. Hartman. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on 1st down. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Griffin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
No, old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. Being chased out left. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Rich.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Chicago offense set to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off play action. Hartman. He finds his man complete. That's Richards. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Hartman. It's complete. It's Gore.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now 13. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Falcons ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rich. He completes it to Wilson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Over the middle, complete. It's Stanley.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He finds his man complete. It's Stanley. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Off the play fake. Rich. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On first down, Hartman. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Hartman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead will shrink to 6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing after the interception, Hartman. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A final shot before break. Hartman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, as we'll run you through what's going on both today and later on this weekend. Plenty to look forward to in that early window, one being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers, as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then finally, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
On 1st and 10, Rich. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On 3rd down, Rich. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on 1st down. Hartman will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Hartman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. Hartman throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hartman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the 1st time tonight. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw on second down. Rich forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. On first down, Ratliff, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
On third down, Ratliff. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hartman. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hartman. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Hartman. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. To throw on second down. Rich eluding the pressure right. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. Ratliff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off play action. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd down and 6 now from the 42. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Rich. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Ratliff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Rich firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Operating from the gun. Rich. Touchdown, Falcons! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now the try here for the extra point.
And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.